Hi, I'm Doug.
And I'm Kathy.
Welcome and join us as we follow the moon. Today, we're going to take you on to an adventure of the Crystal River Preserve State Park and the archaeological site there.
Crystal River Preserve State Park is also home to St. Martin's Marsh and Aquatic Preserve. It is open from 8 a.m. till sunset. The preserve it provides sanctuary to birds and other animals native to the area. It's beautiful and quiet and peaceful and serene. There is a tour boat that goes out, and I'm not really sure how often, but it was not out the day we were there. This does go out into the main water, and you can see that it provides an area for the larger boats to be able to go out on the water. The main hiking and biking trail is a 7-mile loop formed from old dirt logging and access roads. You can walk it for 2.5 to 3.5 hours or ride it for 45 minutes to an hour and a half. There is no water or facilities there, so you do need to be aware to bring your own. You will find marshes, swamps, closed canopy hammocks, flatwoods, and tidal creeks. There will be standing water in the low areas during the rainy season, which goes from June until September. Crystal Cove Trail is a 1.7-mile short trail for day hikes for people like myself that you can go out and enjoy just walking along the waterway. There's a place where they can drop canoes and kayaks, launch kayaks, and there's also fishing there. And it's it's also very peaceful to walk back in there. The real jewel is the Florida Public Archaeological site. And while it was very hot the day we went, we ended up waiting and going back the next morning or a couple mornings later to see the archaeological site.
The archaeological site is on Museum Road, and the site, as you'll see here in the picture, has a museum on property. The museum also was not open at this time. It's $3 admission for a vehicle with up to 8 people and $2 per person above that. All kinds of nature on the trail. Little caterpillar here joined us along the walk. There are facilities here. There are nice, clean, modern bathrooms. And it is all posted with the park rules. Pets are allowed. And there were quite a few people walking their dog along the way. This was home to ancient native people of the area from the years AD 50 up to the years AD 1050. As we go back the trail, you'll see in the distance there one of the mounds. There actually are 8 mounds on the property, and they are almost all for different purposes. The grounds are very well kept, and it's a very pretty walk, and it's a flat easy hike. There are 2 steles on the property, and the steles are basically a rock grave marker, and those are used to show where the mounds are used for burial. This one faces one of the burial mounds. This is marked as stele 2. There's also stele 1 that we'll show you here in a bit. At this point in the trail, if you go to the left, you'll go towards the burial mounds. And the temple mound will be towards the right. This area is called the Midden Area, and the Midden Area was where they lived their daily lives, where they had their homes. In the distance, you'll see some stairs rising, and this goes to the Mound A. They all have them alphabetized A through H. And Mound A, the significance of it was being out along the water. It was to make an impressive sight for anybody coming into their area. It also gave them a great lookout. Again, you'll see the grounds, the water in the distance. There were quite a few boaters out there. It was a very pretty day we were there. This mound rises 28 feet up from the ground. Now we're going to take a journey up to the top of the mound, where they've built a nice observation deck, and you can see the area just as people would have seen it over 1,000 years ago. While this area was a popular area for over 1,000 years, people came here to trade for tools and crafts made of local shells and local materials, as well as from other products that were brought in and traded from other areas. They found items made of copper, quartz crystals, and items from as far away as what is now Ohio and Michigan. At around year 800, the population started to decline. The climate had cooled in the area, and there was less rainfall. So they had started to relocate to Roberts Island, which is just downstream. They said it also could be possible that it was social changes that caused this relocation. And over the next several hundred years, this area was pretty much abandoned. Maggie was enjoying the view with us also. And as we come down this path, you'll come to Stele 1. This one has been a bit of a mystery. This one also is a rock that faces the burial mounds. But this rock has been carved to where it looked like a person. And you'll see on the sign some of the other pottery and carvings from other Florida native tribes. They're not sure if the carving of this stele is authentic to the era or if it has been carved later in time. That is where the burial mounds are, directly across from that stele. As we approach these mounds, they're mounds C through F. This is actually a burial or a graveyard. And these people are buried with gifts. Some of them were from possibly people that were far away that were buried here and had those gifts with them. Others may have been gifts from distant places that they wanted to have buried with them. They found items such as mica, quartz crystals, copper, and even meteoric iron. And again, many of these, they show a connection to what is now present-day Ohio. Just down the path from these burial mounds, we're going to come to Mound H. And Mound H is very different. It is a flat-topped mound, and it may have been used as a stage. It may have been used as the town plaza. This area, there were very few artifacts found, and they believe that to be by being the center of the town, or being a stage, that it was swept clean. So nothing was allowed to stay there. The last mound we come to is Mound G, the sand mound. And this area is entirely different. There is pottery that has been found there, but it was plain and not painted. There's bone tools, there's shells. They're not the elaborate things that the people were buried with. They don't know if it was a difference, it was used at a different time, or if it was a different social status. It's one of the mysteries. And as you'll see, this will bring us back to where the trail started and to the museum. We hope you've enjoyed this tour of the Archaeological Park at Crystal River. And until next time, thank you for coming with us as we follow the moon. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also, be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.